Hey guys, I'm Anthony Anselmo, PDJ number 56579, Team Dynamic Discs, and this is my in the bag. Alright, first up I'm going to start off with my putters. I got lots of putters, but putting putters, I use the Classic Blend Marshall. I really like this disc. It is super stable, but also it's really dependable. You can put it out, maybe aim a little bit right. It's just gonna come right back into the chains. Love this disc. It is awesome. I also use it for some upshots, for just normal upshots. Put it out, let it just hyzer back in. So, Marshall. Then next I have two deputies. This is a Classic Blend, and as is this one. I find the deputy to be really understable. This one I find I like better for more force overs, that I just put it on a bit of angle and just let it come and just ride the anhyzer line. This one I like for hyzer flips, where I can just flip it up or put it on a bit of hyzer and just flips up and starts riding to the right. Next I have the slammer. This is a slammer. I got it a while ago, but it never really, no, I did put it in my bag. I put it in my bag. It's been in my bag for a long time. Really stable. I like to throw this when I need a bit more distance than my Marshall. This one is a bit straighter with that left fade than this one. This one is the Dimax that I got done after I won Worlds last year. It is really stable. I can just put it out wide and I know this is gonna come back. It is really dependable and a great disc. I have the Harp, BT Medium Burst Harp. This is like a shorter slammer almost, where it has the same flight path, but I find it cuts a bit harder than a Marshall and it's a bit shorter than a slammer. I have a prototype Keystone. I love this disc. Super straight, just hits your line perfectly. No real deviation, but you can, if you want it to, you can put it on a hyzer, it'll flip up and then start riding back on a hyzer. And you can also ante it a bit and it'll just ride over a bit. Super great disc. I really recommend it for just a straight putter. I think that's it for putters. Let's move on to mid-ranges. I have three Trespasses. Starting from understable to most straight. This one I've had in my bag for a really long time, so it's really flippy. I can just kind of put it on a hyzer and it's just gonna flip over to riding to that right. This one I've had in my, I got this as a replacement for that Trespasses that got a bit too flippy, and it was really straight, and then this has gotten really beat in, and it's just starting, the more I throw it, the more it just pops up from a bit of hyzer just in riding to the right. And then this Trespasses I picked up a couple days ago at the DD store. Super straight. You can just throw it pretty flat and it's just gonna go straight all the way. Next I have a Pearl. Super understable. I can just put this up on a hyzer and it's just gonna flip over and just glide down to the right. Next I have a Evidence. This is a disc I found, and like I really like it because it's fairly straight for the when you first out of your hand, but then it's always got that dependable fade back for me, which I really like. And then I have a Fluid Truth, which is my stable mid-range. I use it, I kind of just put it on either flat or a bit of hyzer, and it just goes straight for a bit and then cuts back left pretty hard. Next, I'm gonna go to Fairways. I have 2 Felons. This Felon is really stable. This is my more stable out of the 2. Sometimes I'll flex it, but most of the times it's a pitch out shot where I need something to just a little flex or just a really big hyzer or small hyzer. I throw this Felon a lot more than that one just because it is a bit more straighter. So I can throw it on a really big flex and it's not gonna flex out as quick, and it's just gonna ride and then it's gonna flex out really nice. But I can't throw it flat to hyzer and it's just gonna have that nice reliable fade back. Okay, next I have the lightweight Jade. I throw a lot of lightweight stuff just because my arm speed is not as fast as some. First of all, I have this orange Jade. I can throw it either hyzer, it's gonna flip up to a flat, and then it's just gonna hyzer slowly back to the left. Fairly straight, but I can also come over it and get it to start riding right with a bit of fade back left. And then I have this purple Jade, which is really straight to understable. So I can put it on a hyzer, get to come up to flat and start riding a bit to the right and then just come back. This is a super great disc. I really love it. And I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have it because it is super straight and awesome. Oh wait, one more fairway. Yeah, one more fairway. I have a Witness, which is super understable. I just pop it up on a hyzer and it just rides over and super understable. That's all I can say. Okay, now that's the end of the fairways. Now on to drivers. This is considered a Breakout. It's considered a driver, but it could be a fairway. It's like the Witness, but it doesn't flip over as quick, and it does have a bit. So I can throw it on a hyzer. It'll ride right, and then it'll just come back to the left. And then I have a Air Giant, super stable. This is my kind of stable driver where I need something to go fairly far and then just kind of cut back to the left pretty hard. So almost like a longer Felon pretty much. And then I have 3 Trespasses, which are my main distance drivers. Start off with this Moonshine Trespass. This I found, it was in a bin of discs, and I found it, didn't know what it was gonna do. Thought it was gonna be pretty stable, but this is actually fairly straight with a bit of fade. So I can just put it on a slight hyzer to flip up to flat, and then it'll just have a nice reliable fade at the end. This Trespass is the most stable of the 3. It is a Lucid Air, so probably be flippy for most people, but it is fairly stable for me. I can put it on just a little bit of an angle. It's just gonna ride to the right a bit, and then it's just gonna flex back. And then this is the Trespass I normally get the most distance off of, since it is a bit more flippy than the other Lucid Air Trespass. I can put it flat. It just rides to the right, flexes back, super big disc. Oh yeah, I have one more Trespass. One more Trespass that I have in my bag for Emporia this week. Since this wind is pretty windy, wow. Since the wind can be whipping sometimes, I got a new Lucid Air Trespass that is pretty stable, that I don't really have to worry about the wind flipping up or anything. So yeah, that was my in the bag. Thanks for watching.